Hello. Hey everyone, I'm Korak here, your ever curious and ever loyal companion and your personal guide to the retro realm of bunnhop. Konnichiwa. Korak mochiban. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hello. Welcome back to part... What? I don't know, part 56 of our Chill Play Dragon Age Inquisition series. And we are currently deep down the deep roads, past the deep roads, but as always we are going to we probably should go to the first basement floor, the Legion of the Dead camp, so that we can get started with the expeditions. The expeditions here. Let me check something. There. Okay. The deep roads. So we have completed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. We've got Deep Roads Expeditions, Hedron Tig, Lower Bridge. The Inquisition has identified an ancient dwarven ruin near the Darkspawn nests at the bottom of Hedron Tig. A bridge could be built to access this ruin. Liliana, under secret, suggests that an agent knowledgeable about the Deep Roads can keep the construction team away from the worst of the Darkspawn nests. While Josephine, under connection, suggests that we should ensure that the construction team has the supplies they need to build the bridge quickly before the Darkspawn notice. While Cullen, under forces, suggests that our troops know how to handle Darkspawn that might threaten the construction effort. So, I don't know. These two sound very good. I'll probably send in Cullen so that we have forces to deal with the Darkspawn. Okay. Deep Roads Expeditions, Hedron Tig, Lower Bridge. The construction team completed a bridge near the Darkspawn nest in the ruins of Hedron Tig that will allow Inquisition forces to explore the ancient dwarven ruin at the bottom of the cavern. Make sure to be well equipped for a fight. It unlocks a new place here in the Deep Roads area. In the Uncharted Abyss, we've got a couple of stuff. So many. We've got Deep Roads Expeditions, Forgotten Caverns Bridge. Inquisition scouts have identified a location in the Forgotten Caverns where a construction team could build a bridge to replace the one previously destroyed, granting access to the other side of the chasm. Liliana says let's keep the scouts there to watch for whatever or whoever destroyed the original bridge. Josephine suggests that it's worth paying for a team that is familiar with this kind of construction and is not afraid of heights. And Cullen suggests that with a squad of soldiers accompanying the construction team, we would be prepared for whatever is across the chasm. Scouts, probably. Maybe. And then the results are... The construction team has completed a bridge in the Forgotten Caverns to replace a destroyed one, allowing Inquisition forces to explore the other side of the chasm, and a new area has been unlocked. We've got Bastion of the Pure Kratal Hunting. What does that mean? The Bastion of the Pure Kratal Hunting. The Inquisition has identified several Kratal dens in the caves. Oh, like those animals with the revered defenders, the Shabritol. They have them trained as war dogs. War animals, I guess. In the caves near the entrance to this Bastion of the Pure, an experienced group of hunters could return with a stockpile of hides for sale and cull the Kratal population in the process. Our best sharpshooters will make short work of these beasts. I guess? Okay. Is this even okay to do? I feel like that might harm the Kratal population, and it might anger the Shabritol, but okay. Sure. Deep Roads Expeditions, Bastion of the Pure Bridge. The Inquisition has identified a location near the entrance to the Bastion of the Pure where a construction team could build a bridge that grants access to a vantage point from which to scout the area. Only Liliana under secrets can be assigned to this particular expedition. My scouts will watch all approaches during the bridge's construction and then proceed immediately to the vantage point. Great, great. Perfect. The construction team has completed the bridge in the Bastion of the Pure that will allow Inquisition forces to scout a previously inaccessible vantage point. That would probably open that particular area in Bastion of the Pure that we weren't unable to enter, and I think there are gears there as well. Deep Roads Expeditions, Bastion of the Pure excavation. The Inquisition has identified a location where a construction team could clear a collapsed tunnel. Oh, it's this one. And I think there are gears hidden inside to grant access to an unexplored cave in the Bastion of the Pure. Sappers may know as much about clearing rubble as about creating it. I can send one to advise the construction team, says Liliana. Josephine suggests that she can negotiate with the mining cast and orders them more for carts to clear rock from the tunnel even faster. That might be good. While Cullen suggests that a little hard work hauling rubble will be a good team building exercise for our newest squads. I hope they don't get hurt. I don't know. Carts, I guess. Efficiency is what we're looking for here. The construction team has finished clearing a tunnel that will allow Inquisition forces to explore an uncharted cave in the Bastion of the Pure. We've got 2 left. Oh, okay. We're busy and we're not able to do that. Scouts report an increase in Shabrital activity in the region. If allowed to continue unchecked, they could present a threat to the Inquisition's interests. Armed patrols could be sent out to keep them from taking over the area completely. That would be helpful to us once Cullen is done with that, with the Kratal hunting. And we've got a Deep Roads Expedition, Buried Sea Bridge. The Inquisition has identified a location near the Buried Sea in the Bastion of the Pure that's ripe for exploration. A construction team could build a bridge that grants access to a rocky spire standing out in the water. Cullen says that it will be dangerous parking so close to the treacherous waves of the Buried Sea, but our best engineers are up to the task. Great job. So we have already opened all of the additional tiny nooks and crannies, tiny areas for exploration in the Deep Roads and the Forbidden Abyss, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what it's called? The construction team has built a bridge that grants access to a rocky spire standing out in the Buried Sea on the bottom level of the Bastion of the Pure. The Uncharted Abyss is what it's called. Ooh, mugs! How are we doing on mugs? We've got 7 mugs. I don't know if there could be more. There could be more. Is there anything for Valta to say? I feel like we
These tomes were pristine before the Deep Roads. Shaper's Deepor's going to kill me.
How do you know Titans exist?
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist. My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through
I feel
the
like
stone.
since Lieutenant Wren is no longer with us, we probably missed out on a couple of dialogues, camp dialogues with Lieutenant Wren, which is sad, because I would love to spend more time with him, interview him and all that. Ask him questions about his travels in the deep roads. We're just selling some stuff so that we can free up our inventory slots for more exploration. Okay, now let's go back to Skyhold in order to assign some more able operations for our advisors. Assign the war table operations to our advisors, because, you know, we're almost there. We are almost there. We're almost at the tail part of the game. So I want to be able to complete all these, if possible, these war table operations before we finish the base game. We complete the base game, which most probably will happen in our next stream. Ooh, we leveled up. I'll probably... what should we even... what should we even do? I don't need herbs. Discounts. I'm okay. I don't think I need any of those. As for one more potion slot, that will definitely be helpful. Oh, we already have that. I'll probably do focus effects so that we can use our rift, whatever it's called. That thing, that specific ability. Pursue Marquise Buffon. Inquisitor, Sister Liliana's scouts were able to find a path for the Grey Wardens through the mountains. The Wardens were able to avoid most of the demons and saved most of their strength. So we probably chose the best option for this specific operation. As a result, we have located Marquise Buffon's secret stronghold deep in the Gamordan Peaks. The Grey Wardens have taken losses, but their morale remains high. And their loyalty to the Inquisition is undisputed. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Clocksec. A gift from the Imperial Palace, Ambassador Montelier. I almost disregarded your warning. And thank the Maker, I did not. Just as he said, the Tevinter brigands ambushed me on the road to the capital. I lost 2 good men in the battle, but I would have lost more had we not been on our guard. I am humbled to admit that I am in your debt. Should you need a favor in Cumberland, you have one. Sincerely, Count Octavian. Good. We are winning favors from these nobles. We've got Crestwood Resources for Weldon Throne Accessory 1. Okay, nothing else here in Ferelden. So let's spend more time in Orlais. We've got... which ones are... I think this one. The Tevinter Resistance. I can't remember which one I had planned to do here. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we can try this one. We can assign Josephine for that one. And then what else do we have? We've completed everything here in the Dales. Just resources that are what do you call that? Repeatable. So we can either do a Trouble of Red Jennies or defeat Marquise Buffon. Let's read this first. Defeat Marquise Buffon. Inquisitor, we have Marquise Ephiloche Buffon trapped in her fortress in the Gamordan Peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. Marquise Buffon's crimes will go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and she's an ally in Lady Jeanette Lagaste, who has come with Venatori mages to defend the Marquise. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Please send your orders. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Clocksec. Liliana suggests that if my scouts can find an alternate entrance to Venatori, may not have time to affect the Wardens. That might be a good suggestion. Josephine suggests that if the Wardens can hold off on the demons for 3 days, 3 days. My friend Baroness Natal de la Souche, I don't know how, Natal? Natalie. Natal de la Souche will have siege equipment there to bring down the fortress. While Colin suggests that we have no choice but to send the wardens in, they must be prepared to fight whatever divinatory attempt. I quite sure that Liliana can handle that.
Let's see what we
That
have.
might be a good option. I don't know. I feel like it might be. Let me do something. I just wanted to reconnect my chat to see if things are okay. There we go. It's better now. So now we have assigned both Liliana and Josephine. We've only got a few more. I think 4 actually. That's not that many. 4 left in Orlais. I'll probably just have oh, Colin is also busy with his Deep Rose expedition. So that is all we have for now. In Skyhold, we've got 16 out of 21 thrones. It is really confusing how to get these Skyhold customization options, because you can also get them from gathering resources through operations, war table operations. So it can be a bit confusing because I don't know. I feel like there should be a better way to do that. Like there should be one specific way to get
Your worship.
customization options, like maybe by looting them. But that's just how it is, I guess. Maybe you can both loot them, and I just missed it. I just missed out on looting those customization options, sadly. Maybe. That is my guess. Or maybe they could really only be acquired from war table operations. Maybe. I wonder. I'm not particularly sure. Alright. Since we are here, we are going to fast travel back to this area here. The ruins of Hedron Taig, so that we can complete that final expedition that we had missed last time. Ooh, I like what Dorian's wearing. That's very Dorian with the gold and all that. I love it. I still feel sad that Lieutenant Ren is no longer with us. I wasn't even able to respond to his questions about fighting dragons because that's the thing. I think that's one of the things about Dragon Age Inquisition that I'm not very fond of. I feel like it would be so much Rose on bunnhop with a crying emoji. It would be so much better if we could, you know, respond to questions even if we are busy doing something else. Instead of missing out on dialogue just because we were not paying attention because I was blabbering too much, yapping too much. And then like the dialogue option is already gone from the screen. But maybe it's realistic. I don't know. I don't think it's realistic because you can also, like, you know, talk to your friends and your companions in real life, even if you're all busy doing stuff. You can say that, oh sorry, I am oh, we got 2 more gates of Segrimar. Sorry, I was zoned out for that specific time. I was zoned out that specific time that you had asked me that question, but now I'm ready to respond to your question about fighting dragons. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, oh damn, here we go again. Welcome back to the stream, Scott. Are you feeling woozy already? Are you feeling tired and sleepy already? Dwarven Mugs, Lost Memory, World's Best Shaper. World's Best Shaper is stamped into the side of the mug in an obnoxious script. I should gift this to Valta. World's Best Shaper. I hope that Scott is still up. And still have some energy left. I hope you still have some energy left. But I don't mind. There are always videos on demand for you to Ooh, that is under Bastion of the Pure? What did it say? What did it say? Was that under Bastion of the Pure? Oops, that's the wrong thing. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, I'm feeling sweaty as hell. It's humid in the UK. Oh no! It's always humid where I am, sadly. But humid summers are the worst. In Japan, summers are always humid, and it just feels so, like when you go out and walk outside, it just feels so heavy all the time that you just want to rush into an air-conditioned facility. Like a building of some sort, whether it's a mall. Even the city hall is better than the outdoors. Even the city hall is better than the outdoors. Oh, okay, we are done with all the gears in the ruins of Hedron Tig. I guess I just missed it. We still have 3 left to pick up in the Bastion of the Pure. Let's put in these gears. This is the 5th gate. I think after this there will be one last gate to open. 2 more I think. Are there 2 more? Yeah, there are 2 more. Maybe. Whoa! Corpses! Reanimated corpses! Why? Why? Where do you guys come from? Do you have a fan inside your room, Scott? Or one of those things where you put blocks of ice in and then turn it on, and then it's like a fan, but it kind of blows cold air. So it's like a better substitute for air conditioning if you don't have an air conditioning unit. Yeah, you can, when it's humid and it's summer, you can feel the heat pushing down on you. And it's just like, it makes it harder to walk around outdoors. It feels like you're in the middle of a desert or something. Recover artifacts for Orzammar. There you go. Gifts to King Balin. Gifts for King Balin, rather. I hope he enjoys those gifts. I don't know what the what those chests have inside, but maybe there are some interesting trinkets for his throne room. His throne room. Maybe. I don't know. It's possible. So we are done. No, we've got one last gate here in the ruins of Hedron Tig. But this is the final expedition here on this specific level. Then we only have to go back to the Bastion of the Pure to do some expeditions there. Expeditions. Let's fast travel so that we can save time. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, I do not. I have Windows though. Aircon does not exist in England. Oh, really? There could be there could be some buildings. I don't know. I've never been, sorry. Maybe because we have about 2 weeks of hot weather out of the year. Oh yeah, I heard it's quite cold there and gloomy. I would love to visit. Maybe one of these days portals to England would open, because there are really nice spots in England. I watch a YouTuber who lives in the UK, but he currently lives in Scotland if I'm not mistaken, but sometimes he makes content about other places in England that he visits. Sorry, yeah. But he's originally from England. So it's nice to see the different places in both England and Scotland, especially the more posh, the posher place. Ooh, nuggies! No, they're not. I thought they were nuggies at first glance. They are deep stalkers. It's because they're both pink and furless. There you go. A room filled with deep stalker. Room full of deep stalker. Do you prefer colder weather, Scott? Or those 2 weeks of hot weather? Or somewhere in between? I think my favorite weather would be spring and fall in Japan when it's not raining. Spring and fall in Tokyo would be my most favorite seasons. As long as it's not raining outdoors. I love it when it's cloudy too. And then it's still a bit cold. It's like 22 degrees, 20 degrees. But it's not too cold to wear a coat. Sorry, it's not cold enough to wear a coat. So you just wear, let's say, maybe a jacket or a cardigan. Scott on YouTube says, oh, it's the most beautiful country in the world. Don't get them mixed up though. Lol, I prefer the countryside to cities. Yeah. I try my best not to get them mixed up. Yeah, the YouTuber that I was talking about, I think he is originally from England. And then he is currently living in Scotland. And then he makes content about different places in Scotland and England. Particularly like the more posh places, like manors and stuff. Because those are fun to watch. I love watching content about, you know, palaces and manors and the pretty places. Historical places as well. Okay, I guess we can just take the lift down because there is one operation that we can visit downstairs on the level below. So McTavish on Twitch. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, I forgot. I had to pull this lever and not the... There isn't one inside the elevator. Countryside looks more beautiful than cities, I think. It's in any country. The countryside is always more beautiful. I love seeing the fields and all that. Flowers and fields. Cities are very convenient to live in, but when it comes to rest and relaxation, and if you want to be one with nature, it's the countryside that you have to go to. Scott Crosby art on YouTube says, "Well, we have about 60,000 years of history in the British Isles, so we have about 60,000 years of history in the British Isles, so we got you covered." Yeah. I also like watching. Rose and I also like watching Downton Abbey, cause you know, manners and stuff. And how the posh people lived. It's so quiet in here. Because we have faced all of the Shaper Valtas. Where do we go? This way. Scott on YouTube says, yes, that's exactly how we are. No, I'm sure not. It's just television. Oh, this is the expedition that we've just unlocked. I love your nature photos on Instagram, Scott. I think you went to a park or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was a week ago when I saw your photo on Instagram of is it a park of some sort? But it's pretty. I like it. More Shaper Valta for us to defeat. Guys are tough. It's because they are the earth shakers. Oh, also by the way, we're almost done working on the on another Ragnarok Online lore video. Coming to you live as a premiere sometime, I think probably Thursday night. I think probably, and that will be our final Ragnarok lore video for a while because we will be taking a break to focus on other things, but we will be back after probably a month or so. And we'll be making more Ragnarok Online lore videos. Rose on Twitch says, you're named after that Call of Duty character. Why? Seems very familiar. And so McTavish says, I am, yes. That is a cool name. Soap McTavish. And he adds, he's my favorite. I'm Scottish like him, so it fits. Oh! A Scotsman! What is one food you would recommend if portals to Scotland opened? And we can get to visit Scotland. Also, how do you pronounce Edinburgh? Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Edinburgh? I don't know how to pronounce these cities. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, thanks, it's just one of the millions of walking trails I have near me. I feel unwell when I see how non-walking friendly the US is. Oh yeah. I've only been to Philadelphia and Texas, but that was just a layover. We were just inside you know, the airport. Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas Fort Worth. DFW. Oh, I thought this was a gear lock door, but unfortunately not. So is that it for this particular expedition? I guess so. Right? Nothing else. We can't open the door. So we'll have to probably go over here. Do 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 do. How did Inquisition workers manage to build this bridge? It looks so scary. I can't do that myself, definitely. And we're supposed to go east? How do we do that? Is there wet? Oh, what? What? Is it downstairs? Oh, can we go east this way? Oh yeah, we can. Oh yeah, the bridge collapsed when we were last here. There we go. And then how do we get to this part? I wonder. Walking trails are the best. My hometown in Japan, in the Kanagawa prefecture, it's very mountainous and hilly, so there are a lot of walking trails, hiking trails, and all that. It was fun living there. It was definitely fun. Oh, I get it now. We'll have to go this way. Okay, then. So McTavish on Twitch says stovies are a good Scottish comfort food. Basically, meat, potatoes, and onion in a little dish. Is almost like a cottage pie. Oh, that sounds great for winter. A nice filling snack. If it's in small quantities, then that would be a snack. But if it's like in a bigger serving, that would be an entire meal. It depends. It depends. But I love meat, onions, and potatoes. I think onions and potatoes are my favorite vegetables. Because I have I have food sensitivities, a lot of food sensitivities, and a lot of like those green leafy vegetables I'm kind of allergic. Not really allergic, just a bit. Oh, look at all these krital. They make me feel unwell when I eat them. Sadly. So I mostly eat green leafy vegetables if they are in a hot pot, so a very Japanese type of thing, like shabu shabu and sukiyaki. But I can't eat them raw, definitely. Like in a salad. Sometimes I can, but it has to have like a lot of different stuff in it, like seasonings and dressings and meat and... Dorian, are you okay? What's happening, Dorian? Oh, it's because he keeps being attacked by... He's a bit too close to these crystals. Sorry, Dorian. We weren't able to Pay close attention to him. Stovies. I'll keep that in mind. I wish there was a Scottish restaurant where in the retro realm of bunnhop. That would be great. Cause yum, I love trying different types of food from different places in the globe. How did we complete that operation? Oh, is it that operation for hunting crotals? I think so. It's that. Rose on Twitch says, sounds delicious. I could use some of that now. Same. Hungry. Always hungry. Meat, onion, and potatoes. Yum. I think Rose is looking up Stovies on a food delivery app. Ooh. She's a hungry little baby. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says people outside of the UK think we only eat potatoes. And what do you call that? Fish and chips. Right? Fish and chips. Fish and chips are also good. Really good. Want to visit the Nug King? Okay. We can't really see him again. No. Nug King, come back. I want Nug King to show up again. I guess we can't, even if I try to play some offering. The cheese wheel again. And Scott on YouTube says, which is true, but it's not the point. There's more to British food than potatoes. So McTavish on Twitch says, I love how you say onions. Onions, I love it. Onions. 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 How do I say onions? Is it wrong? Onions. 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 How do Orlesians say onions? I don't know. Onion. Onion. Potatoes, meat, and onions. Rose on Twitch says so many ways to say it. Ooh, thank you for following on Twitch. Rain448, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Rain448? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Onions. I should make an onion song. Onions are great. Onions make you cry. Peeling and chopping onions. You can grill them or you can fry. Onions. Scott on YouTube says she's developing a speech complex. Lol. That's what happens when you are from different cultures. Oh, wait. That is a Shabrital. Where do you come from? And there are just so many different pronunciations. Why is there a Shabrital here? Why did you respawn? Why did you have to respawn? I thought you were gone. So right now what we are doing is we are just trying to tie up some loose ends before we complete this DLC, the Descent DLC. And then we'll see if we are able to do the second to the last quest of the base game, which is called Final Piece, if I'm not mistaken. Final Piece. Onions. Onions. Yeah, I really want to get to that gear over there. Soap McTavish on Twitch says, I always get asked to repeat things because of my accent. Oh. You know, if you've played any of the any games from the Elder Scrolls franchise, you might have heard of Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. My favorite Daedric Prince, voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Wes Johnson. And then, if I'm not mistaken, when he's happy, he sounds Irish, and when he's angry, he sounds Scottish or something like that. Or did I get that mixed up? But it was just fun. I love accents. Accents are fun. I just can't do accents. Okay. Don't ask me to do accents. I'll butcher every single one of them. Rose on YouTube says, it's like tomato and tomato. Tomato and tomato. Potato and potato. Let's call the whole thing off. That song. By Ella Fitzgerald. You say tomato and I say tomato. You say potato and I say potato. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Lots and lots of loot. Rose on Twitch says, gets more Scottish the angrier he gets. Oh, okay. Uncle Shio, the best Daedric Prince. Yay, we finally got to this gear! I was trying my darndest to get to this gear in our previous stream. And Soap on Twitch says, not really. It's mostly because they like to hear how different it sounds. How do you pronounce onions? Onions. And he also adds Sheogorath is his favorite. Sheogorath is the best. Oh, we've got ore harvesting operations. What is that thing downstairs? We came from here. Okay, we can just climb down. There is a ladder. Sometimes I don't know which way to go. Oh, it's the last one! Yay, we got the last book. Chronicles of a Forgotten War. The Scaled Ones had set up camp at an intersection in the Jeep roads. In the center was a golden altar fashioned in the shape of fire. A chill swept through me. On the tip of each flame hung the corpses of those we'd lost, including Father and Drog. They'd been drained of blood, leaving only bone wrapped in thin gray skin. A robed Scaled One stood before the altar. Its voice was different from the others, softer, almost feminine. It chanted and raised a basin of blood toward the altar. The other Scaled Ones bowed low. The robed Scaled One produced fire from its palm and mouth and ignited the blood. Blood magic? Althon grabbed my forearm and motioned for us to climb down. We returned to the rest of the company where he relayed that what we had witnessed. We would rest for an hour, regain our strength, and strike. The memory of Father's sagging, emptied face kept me awake. The hour passed slowly, but it did pass. Althon led us down the path to the overlook. I readied my axe for blood and steeled myself for the side of the altar, but it wasn't there. The camp, Father and Drog, the Scaled Ones, all gone. Only the basin remained, charred around the edges. From Chronicles of a Forgotten War, author unknown. Magic of some sort? Oh no, is this the guy who wrote those diary entries? Oh no. Dwarven mugs, Titan's nail. There's an oddly organic quality to the stone cup, as if it were grown and shed rather than carved. Oof, scary. It's pee. Soap on Twitch says, sounds about right for Scottish people. My partner says my accent gets thicker the angrier I get. That could be the same for everyone, I think. Oh, okay. So it's just some sort of a loop-de-loop. We have this one. This is the last operation, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go check on our collection. We still need 2 more. 2 more gears. I thought there would be one. No. I wonder where the other one is. We may have missed it, but we can always come back at the end of the DLC. Post-stream. Off-stream. To take it. I don't even know if there are any other gates of Segramar here in the Bastion of the Pure. I can't remember. I wonder. I'm not sure. Oh. Someone is in pain. Dorian, was that you? Did you slip? Did you slide down? He was like, ah! Sorry, Dorian. Dorian is not feeling well today. He's been through so much today, and we're not even halfway through the stream. Ooh, I love these torches. Thank you, Inquisition workers. Ooh, what is that? That is a big vein. It's lyrium. We've got 1 mug left to find. Dwarven mug's cup of cobalt. A blue substance is caked on the bottom. Cullen might know what it is. Should I give it to Cullen? Is it lyrium? And we've got a kingfisher staff. Is it just that? It's just... That's it? It's just a loot thingy? What does that kingfisher staff look like? I want to know. Oh, here. A mage called the Kingfisher visited the deep roads during the ancient age, casting lures into underground lakes in hope of hooking the elusive blind Tetrava. Is that a fish or a shark? The wily swimmer never took the bait, but the mage's staff has caught many a poor soul in the centuries since. Scary. That doesn't sound good. Isatunol. How is this pronounced? Isatunol? Isatunol? The unyielding angles and planes of the shield channel protection like that of the stone itself. It bears an uncanny resemblance to the walls of a lost fortress in the deep roads, as if it had been pried from a bulwark. I'll wear it. And then I'll give my March of the Everlasting to Cassandra. There you go. Now we've got another. Ooh, wow! Lyrium infused. Is that a lyrium infused shield? It looks too big though. Soap McTavish on Twitch says, alright, I need to go and do some housework. Hope the rest of your stream is good. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and I also hope that your housework isn't too stressful. It's not very physically tiring, exhausting for you. And I hope to see you around, Soap. Thank you for visiting us here in the retro realm of bunnhop. I think that is the corner of the, okay. of the map. There's nothing else to do here except to find that final gear. Is there one final? How many gears? How many gears are we missing? 2? 2 gears. Huh. I don't know where they're located. I thought they could be here. But we've gone through that area already and I wonder. Let's see. We might be able to find more as we continue exploring. Let's now proceed. Oh, you guys just teleported. Cheating! Let's now proceed and keep going. We are getting closer to the end. What? What? More Shabritol? Did it just keep spawning? Surprising. I'm not gonna bother with the Shabritol. Okay, now that we are here in this camp, the final camp, I will be back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Hello. Hi. What's going on? Oh, we're still under attack. Okay. Alrighty then. Come here, Shabritol. I need to resupply. This might be a good time to resupply. What do you guys think? After this particular fight. Goodbye indeed. Okay, let's resupply. Oh, there's... Oh Lord, run. Why does it have to happen? I don't want to be in a fight. I just wanted to resupply. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. There might be time there to resupply. Look at that. Those look really nice. Oh, I can't even save. Do I really have to fight those guys? I can hear the beating heart. Come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Welcome Nerevar. I love that song. Come to me through fire and war. Welcome moon and star. I like that. The Morrowind song, sung by Dagoth Or himself. Dagoth Or. Why? Why do you always have to keep trying to I don't know. My companions are just trying to provoke more and more and more Shabritalls, and they keep coming. Rose on Twitch says Dagoth Wave. Oh, okay. Thank you. That is the title. Dagoth Wave. It's not what was that? What was that? Was that Barret? Or Dorian? These guys are not gonna stop. It's not Maul Wave, it's not Vapor Wave, it's Dagoth Wave. But I love Vapor Wave and Dagoth. Sorry. I love Vapor Wave and Maul Wave too. I think they're not gonna stop. They're going to keep, you know, spawning and respawning. So just there. We can probably. Oh, we can't even fast travel. But maybe if we keep moving forward, we might be able to. Guys, just don't mind them anymore. We still can't fast travel, but at least we're far away from the Shabrital. Can I save? I can't even save.
Did the Shabrital build all this? Or was it here before them?
I wonder. Now we can save. Can we quickly fast travel back and resupply? I think so. I just need some of these. I don't have Blood Lotus, but I want to resupply when it comes to tonics and lyrium and regeneration potions. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, instrumental playlist give me life. I like instrumental Vaporwave or Maul Wave type of stuff. Game instrumentals also sound good. Sound really good. Skyrim. Definitely. Skyrim. Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Online. Those are some of my favorite game OSTs. And then Ragnarok, of course. Here. Cullen is done. Krital hunting. Inquisition hunters have returned with a number of quality Krital hides ready for sale. Thanks. Oh, it's I guess this is a repeatable thing. All right then. A tunnel cleared by the Inquisition in the Bastion of the Pure has revealed a cave rich with mineral resources. An expeditionary force could recover a large quantity of useful materials. Okay, so this is also probably a repeatable expedition. Maybe we can do this. A show of force will make it clear that the Shabrital cannot operate freely in the area. There you go, Colin. We don't have any more in the deep roads. We are done with the deep roads. Scott Crosby Art on YouTube says, also Studio Ghibli soundtracks for me. Oh, okay. I've only seen My Neighbor Totoro. Even if Japan is one of the places where I lived the longest, I guess I just, it wasn't a thing for me. I have yet to watch more Studio Ghibli movies. I think it's because my little cousin, who's Japanese, prefers Disney stuff, and also Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank Engine. That's something that he really loved as a little baby boy. My little cousin. I guess that's why I didn't really get to watch Studio Ghibli stuff. This looks amazing. Look at that. That's beautiful. Scott on YouTube says, "For shame, they are all masterpieces." I've heard many great things about Studio Ghibli movies, and a lot of my friends also love them. My little cousin grew up watching Disney stuff, that's why. Ooh, pretty. What is that?
Nothing should surprise me anymore. But this... Wait. The rhythm we followed. We've found the source.
The beating heart.
But not the Titan.
No Titan? We can't be sure of that. You're wrong, a Titan is here. Forget about the Titan. It might be long dead. Okay, we can probably say this.
Ever since we came down here, the deep roads have felt different, organic. We've been looking for the Titan the wrong way. It isn't like us. It's huge, big enough to change the world around it. We can't see the Titan because we're inside it.
We're inside a Titan! What? And that is its heart? Well, don't touch it. And we've got Shaper Valta trying to protect the Titan.
Orzammar must know the truth.
No, don't go! Shaper Valta!
Fall while Corypheus is still a threat.
I guess now we just have to survive. I can see a lot of red dots on my mini-map. Oh, sorry. Unother on Twitch says sup. What's up, Unother? How are you doing? Thank you and welcome back to the stream. How is your day? What day is it today? How is your Monday night going? Another on Twitch says all good. What about you? And you're using another emote, I think. But sadly I can't see. Good to hear that you are doing well. We are doing quite well as well. We're just trying to complete this DLC. We are at the tail end. At the tail end. Whenever I hear the expression at the tail end, it makes me think of dogs and their tails.
Those structures. Could there be a whole civilization in here?
Oh.
A city within a Titan. Incredible. And the quakes haven't damaged it.
Wow. Look at my face! I turned into stone! Wait, what is going on? Why am I stone? Weird. Rose on YouTube says a lot of Japanese instrumentals are so good. That is true. Another on Twitch says, still giving the enemies a chance, I see. Not using ham. I've already kept the jade ham in my storage, so I've left it in Skyhold. So if we are inside a Titan, that means that Titans are like, you know, like the Earth, basically. So every time we go up a mountain, we're going up the head of a Titan? Is that something? Is that how it goes?
Don't make us fight you!
Rose on her says, yep, lol, it's locked in a vault. No one should have that much power. Yeah. we're giving them a chance. We're empaths. We're nice enough to give them a chance. Now they're on Twitch's. Rose and her sense of humor. loot. More loot. I want to learn more about Titans. And then lyrium is their blood, right? Because it's inside their veins and all that. Because those lyrium stuff that we saw, they are shaped like veins. So they are alive. So the earth is alive, basically. The ground that we're walking on, and when we're on the surface, and then when we're deep underground. That means everything. The entire how does that work? The entirety of Thetis is a Titan? Or is made up of multiple Titan bodies? I would love a clarification on this lore element. This lore detail. Wow. I like their guns. But it sounds like tin. I don't know if you've seen my recent post on my socials, on the bunnhop socials, but yeah, I purchased Oblivion Remastered yesterday because it's summer sale. It's the Steam summer sale, so I feel like that's something that
They fight like fanatics. Aren't they afraid to die? Perhaps they're the Titan's Legion of the Dead. Don't say that.
But it's true. That's why they're called revered defenders, right? Shaper Valta. They are here to defend the heart of the Titan. I love how their dwarven architecture, these Shaper Valta people, is very similar to just regular dwarven architecture in Orzammar, for example. It's just that it's white. It's mostly white instead of bronze and gold and all that. Interesting. Rose on Twitch says, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, so we will be streaming Oblivion Remastered once we're done with Dragon Age Inquisition, but right after we finish the game, we will be taking probably like a month's worth of time off, basically. So there won't be a stream for about a month or so. There won't be any stream.
I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt you, Shaper Valta. Oh my! It's like this turned into Mass Effect because of the guns. Rose on YouTube says, love the beating heart in the background. Yeah. You can hear the beating heart. You can also see the beating heart over there. Come and look upon the heart. Upon the heart. Welcome, Nerevar. Come to me through fire and water. Welcome, moon and star. I love Young Scroll songs. We should make more. My favorite is Azura Star. That's my favorite Young Scroll song. I'm trying to remember how it goes. I just can't remember right now. Off the top of my head. Sadly. Like Azura Star, star, star. Azura Star. Yay! We're making quick work. Not so quick work. Not so quick work of these Shabertals. As we get closer to the beating heart of this Titan. And you can see over there. Those are its veins. Lyrium veins. Lyrium blood inside of veins. We don't need to resupply. Because we are playing on easy mode. Ooh! Oops, oops, oops. There you go. Another thing to read.
These are the only memories in this area. That phrase is the path of purity. And there's a reference to Titan's blood. It says the Shabertal come here to drink it.
So they drink lyrium then?
The Titan's blood must keep the Shabertal alive and powerful.
Yeah, they are
But where is
near
it?
immortal,
Unless...
I think. Over there.
Lyrium. The Titan's blood is lyrium.
This could cripple Orzammar.
Every nation on the surface buys lyrium. Orzammar's entire economy is based on the trade. This is bigger than any one nation.
Oh no! What's happening?
We have to stop this!
Oh, the earthquakes. Fact finder. We've helped Shaper Valta figure out what's behind the earthquakes. So it's the heart of the Titan, this particular Titan that we are in right now. We're like bacteria, a virus. We're like a bacteria inside someone's body. This feels uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Sorry, Titan. This can also be a thumbnail. Maybe. Maybe. That looks nice. I like this. Like that. Especially with my lyrium infused shield. Or it can be one of the cutscenes, maybe. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Dorian's tights. Oh no! Are you okay? I don't think he looks that great in tights. I think he should be wearing, I don't know, a robe or something. We are trapped in we are trapped in here. What is that? It's a creature. Is this a boss fight? What? What? Oh no. That is huge. Defeat the Guardian. That guy is huge. And I don't have any grenades with me. I am just making my companions drink their apple juice. You've only got one Tears of the Dead. There you go. Rose on YouTube says, ah! No! Dorian, can you please move far away from everything? From that big guy. So the Titan's heart turned into a creature to protect the Titan, I guess. It is a white blood cell or something like that. No, Dorian! Run! Run, everyone! Oh no, Dorian can. Please, you can do it. Another on Twitch says, "Oh, almost dead." I don't even know why. Heal, Dorian, heal! He didn't make it. Oh no. I'll have to resurrect him. There you go. No! We're dying one after another. Where is she? I can find her. She's deep inside. She glitched inside, I think. I don't know. Oh! Everyone! No. This is so hard. It's because of these things. I'm trying to resurrect Dorian right now. Another on Twitch says he died. Oops. Oh, I think I get it now. We have to get to this thing. We have to open the stuff or whatever. You know what? I'll use this. I'll use my skill. No, everyone's dead. Where's Valta? This is so hard. Everything else so far have been quite, I don't know, easy. This game isn't letting us finish a DLC, says Rose on Twitch. A tough fight. Do I just... Oh! So is it like I have to run away? Or something like that? Do I just have to run away or something? Don't let the tentacles get to me or something like that? How many lyrium clusters do we need to? It's one of those boss fights where you have to kind of look up, study how to how to fight these things. And then you need to time it. 1 versus 1. Holy! Says another. I'm the only one left. This is unfair. No need for teammates. Let's see if we can make it. I don't think I can make it. I probably have to repotion, resupply myself, and then try to understand how this thing works. We'll have to redo this entire boss fight. Rose on Twitch says the protagonist is so tanky compared to everyone else. It's also because I'm the only one who can dodge. I can run away, rather. I don't know how to dodge. And we're carrying our team. Yeah, we probably just have to redo this entire thing. How do you even fight this boss? the very tail end. Well, now they're on Twitch says my man Dorian just tanking all the hits. Taking all the hits. Yeah, he was taking all the hits. We're just running around. I probably should have brought 2 mages. I don't know. I don't know. Let's not delay the inevitable. There you go. Let's redo that. Let's redo that entire thing. Let's also do a hard save here, just in case our saves get corrupted or whatever. Okay, let us try it again. Come on. Come on. Where is Valta? I should probably use my mark at the rip immediately. Oh, I think we should be focusing on these. The arms. We should be focusing on the arms. Let's see. Let's make Dorian attack this. Sorry, this one. And then something like that. So we all attack the legs, the tentacles. Rose on Twitch says we just need 2 more. Needed 2 more Dorians. Oh no! Shoot. When it's doing that, should we just run around? Yeah, because she says keep moving. But these guys are not moving. Very. Come on. Here. Let's get rid of these tentacles. Okay. Varric is under the tentacle. I'm trying to resurrect him. Can I resurrect Varric? I don't know. Can I? Okay, we have to run now. Wow. Well, at least he died over there. There you go. No! You know what? Let's take care of this one. The rock flail. Now they're on Twitch says, can you control other characters? Yeah, I can. Although it's kind of hard to control all of them because when that thing comes, the magic boulders come. it attacks from so many different places. Where are you? Is it bugged? Because I can't find Cassandra. Oh, she's over here. I need to resurrect her first. Oh no, I died too! Dorian's the only one left. Well, I probably have to redo this again. This was taking so long. And then Valta's not even there. Okay. I'll try to make them run. I'll try to make them run around. Let's get rid of these rock flails first. Because they're actually not that hard, the rock flails. It's when we start losing companions that makes it harder. And then when those magic boulders come, and then we'll have to run around. Yeah, let's try to focus everyone here too. Everyone. There you go, all of you. Get rid of the rock flails immediately before he starts bringing down those rock boulders on us. Dorian, no! Oh, there. We have to run away. Okay. There you go. No. No! No! Another. Okay. Now we've only got one rock flail. Everyone! Go do the rock flail thing. There. We are making progress. I think. No! Wow. It's because there is some sort of a what do you call that? There you go. Everyone, run. Everyone, run! Okay, how are we doing on the flails? Oh, we've got one last flail. Dorian! All the time. Let me take care of that. This is the time for me to actually do some gameplay. Rose on Twitch says that it seems that this boss is weak to electricity. Oh, does that mean that we need to bring someone who uses electricity? No! Oh no. Wait! Did we not... Is it like... I thought we killed the rock whales. I thought they don't work anymore. Let me take care of Dorian, wherever he is. I keep getting pummeled by this guy. This weird looking Titan heart. I can't find Dorian anymore. Oh, he's there. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We are making good progress though, compared to the first 2 times. Oh, it's these ones again. So do we just hide here or something? I think it's almost done. We're almost there. We can make this, I guess. I don't know. We'll try. I'm bad at gameplay. It's not my strength. Scott Crosby art on YouTube says, I'm going to have to head off, guys. Thanks again for the chillness. See you in the next stream. Also, thanks for taking interest in my dumb social media posts. No problem at all. They're not dumb. Oh no, let's run away. They are definitely not dumb. They are much better than some of the social media posts available. Oh, if I die, that would be the end of it. So do we run away? Something like this. Well, thank you so much for staying here with us, for keeping us company, Scott, and good night. We hope to see you again next time. Oh, we actually did it! Wow! We ran out of potions and we actually did it. Oh, that Titan was another on Twitch claps. Thank you.
Valta, are you hurt?
I'm not made of stone
Too
anymore.
loud. The song. Stop!
No! Valta, what happened? What just happened?
I am. It's all right.
What happened to you?
It looked like you were hit by raw lyrium during the battle.
Oh.
Yes, it should have poisoned me, but I feel fine. Good, even.
So she is now lyrium infused. Tell me about the song.
You said the song was too loud. It was hurting you.
Take care,
It was
Scott. Hope to see you
chaos.
again.
The rhythm I followed here, but magnified.
Good night. Have a good
overwhelming.
night.
But it is gone.
So the song has stopped. Should I be afraid? We can still hear the heart beating, so that means the Titan's still alive, right?
You almost killed me. What happens the next time you lash out? I am in control. I would never harm you, Inquisitor.
Dwarves can perform magic, that is true, but I am concerned about you. Definitely.
We should get help. You may be injured or... I feel better than I ever have. Stronger, more alive. The stone is silent. The rhythm has faded. And so have the tremors. But the song still echoes. It tells me things. The breach. That's what disturbed the Titan.
I see.
It is calm now that it has a connection with one of its children. With me.
Why wasn't able to connect with the Shaper Valta? Maybe it needed to connect with someone that is not part of its defender team. What did we fight here?
Was that the Titan? Did we kill it? The Titan lives.
Okay, that's good.
An echo.
I'm glad we
A
didn't
guardian.
harm Titans.
But you silenced it.
Okay, it's calmed down. Did this happen to King Gara?
Is this what happened at the Tig where you found Paragon Goral's book?
The Hedron Tig.
I do not know what disturbed the Titan then. The song may tell me, in time.
One of its children.
You said you were a child of the stone, not a child of the Titans.
I am not certain what I am, but the Titan recognized me, like a parent hearing its child's voice.
So the dwarves are descendants of titans? Or something like that? The Quakes could return. What would
You were able to calm
what do
the
we do?
Titan, but what happens next time?
Titans do not stir easily. It has been 1,000 years.
I guess being infused with Lyrium
Isana,
awakened
it's
her.
our word for
Brought
Lyrium,
her.
and we are taught that it is a
Oh,
gift
I
from the
see.
stone. But there's
For her
so much
knowledge
more
of
to
the
it
from
than
the
we ever
Titans.
imagined. I was sent to the deep roads to recover lost history. This is only the beginning. I am staying here.
You don't fear the Shabrital?
The Shabrital killed Lieutenant Wren, and they're still down here. Aren't you afraid?
No, I am pure. I can defend myself.
Okay, I guess because she's now one with the Titan. She's now connected to the Titan, so maybe the Shabrital won't harm her anymore. The beginning of what, exactly?
The Titan is only the beginning. What else could there be?
The deep roads are filled with wonders. Answers to questions we haven't thought to ask.
And how will you survive down here?
If you stay here, where will you live? What will you eat?
I have my stone sense, and now so much more. I'll be safe.
The Inquisition needs you.
In all of Thedas, you're the first dwarf ever to command the power of magic. Your help would be invaluable.
I have no place on the surface. That world is yours to save, not mine. The mine's collapse, Ren's death. It all happened to bring me here.
After all we have seen, you wish to be alone to commune with this creature?
If she wants to stay, that's her business. I'd like to see the sun again.
That's true.
Nothing good ever happens in the deep roads. This won't be any different.
It is her choice,
I am
though.
called to the Search Inquisitor. This is where I belong.
I'm leaving with more questions than answers. But that doesn't mean you have to. Just be careful.
Take care of Valta, and I hope that we can, that our paths will cross again in the future.
The Shaperate in Orzammar will want to know what happened to you.
That is right.
Tell them the truth. You don't know.
Let's go.
Because she's now connected to, ooh, look at that. She's now connected to the Titan. She can now use magic as well, which in the past, of course, before this very moment, no dwarf that we've ever met or has been recorded in history was able to do in the past. Yeah. Oh, hey, Scout Harding. More Legion of the Dead. We are back, people. We have come.
She always comes back. Pay up, Soroka.
Betting on our return, our safe return. We have returned. We've ended the earthquake in the deep roads. Beautiful music. I love it. I will be back. Don't go anywhere. I love this song. Why is there just loot here? I will be back. We are back. That was interesting. I loved it. We have now completed the DLC, although we are missing one mug rather, as well as other things like the gears. I think there are 2 more gears for us to find in the Bastion of the Pure, I think. But those things we are just going to do off stream, definitely. 1 more mug and 1 more gate of Segramar, I think. So 2 more gears in order to open the final gate, I think. Yeah. So if we go to our journal... Oh, I guess we've completed all the gates? I'm not sure, but definitely 2 more gears. In Bastion of the Pure. So those things we are just going to complete off stream. Because those are not really that important. They're just collectibles. So... Oh, okay, there are a few things that we can do. The Bros expeditions patrol in the Bastion of the Pure. The Inquisition's patrols have returned after meeting the enemy. There were losses on both sides, but ultimately the Shaper presence in the area has been reduced. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. And Inquisition soldiers. Furthermore, some artifacts were recovered. It's the only thing here that I guess that is just a repeatable expedition. And we can also do this some other time. But the only thing here left is a cry in the dark. Inquisition scouts supporting Legion of the Dead forces at the ruins of Hedron Tig report no contact with or sightings of Shaper Valta. However, a strange cry recently emanated from the Titan caverns, loud enough to be heard at the mining lift's campsite above. The cry's source remains unclear, but the voice was described as not belonging to either beast or darkspawn. Shaper Valta may be attempting to re-establish contact with her people and may require assistance. That is great. What happened with Shaper Valta is definitely curious. I don't understand just yet how she made contact or connection with the Titan and what Titans really are, but hopefully we'll, I don't know, maybe find more answers when we play Veilguard. The Veilguard. Maybe, I hope so. Given the inherent dangers getting in and out of that location, a small reconnaissance team is best suited to search for Shaper Valta without attracting unwanted attention, suggests Liliana. Josephine suggests that such a situation may be best handled by Orzammar itself. Let us ask the king to send forces from the Legion of the Dead to search for Shaper Valta, while Cullen suggests that this seems like a fool's errand, but perhaps a joint team from the Inquisition and the Legion of the Dead can determine the source of this cry with minimal risk. I probably should choose Liliana for that one. Oh, immediately. A search of the Titan caverns all the way to Shaper Valta's last known location turned up nothing but a few small groups of Shaper
returned to Tevinter, Dorian.
Let's hope so.
My father died when I was very young.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Cassandra.
I won't say you're lucky because that's not true. There are days.
I understand. You have my sympathy.
Wow, that's really sweet of you, Cassandra. Nothing but a few small groups of Shabertol who were quickly dispatched. Valta seems to have disappeared deeper inside a Titan, but she was not the only one who has vanished. The gravesite of Lieutenant Wren was recently disturbed, and his remains are missing. Maybe Valta took him? His remains? Did she manage to resurrect him? It is not known who took his body or why. There have been no more cries from the Titan caverns. Inquisition scouts reported one final discovery. The tunnel to the wellspring no longer exists. Attempts to delve into the blank rock face result only in broken tools and little trace on the stone itself. Somewhat nervously but emphatically, the engineers recommend leaving it be. Okay, I guess we cannot follow her anymore. Alright. That is the end of that DLC, I guess. How is everyone doing here in this camp? I hope everyone's doing well. If we check our journal, we really don't have anything else except Hinterland's Cage Requisition. So, what I think we should do, because it's quite short anyway, is that we probably should head back to Skyhold and do the final piece. What do you call that? Quest. Maybe. That is just my guess. I think. I did a hard save anyway, so.
Inquisitor.
I have to go visit Morrigan for this one.
When there was no sky,
This is a special one.
you were the sky.
cupboard.
When
I'd
there was
appreciate
no
if it was
earth,
first on your
you were
rounds.
the earth.
It's out of the way.
When there was nothing,
Yes.
you
And
were
I would appreciate
everything.
We've also got one thing in the war room. I don't know.
Blessed are they who stand
Maybe we
before
should
the throne of
speak with Morrigan first.
Magnificent.
What are you reading?
Oh, suddenly it all makes sense.
The what? Oh, she's reading an
I
elven
now
book.
understand the nuance behind elven words.
Good for you.
The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. Tis exhilarating, the rush of images. Truth dangling just out of reach.
Good for you, I guess. Like what?
Tell me more.
Take the Alluvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan.
And
But the
then?
ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before.
Why?
They warred with themselves.
Okay,
and
that's
the
consistent with
Alluvians were
some stuff that
sealed
we've
to prevent an
heard and
enemy
read
from
so far.
using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It would take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
Glad I could help.
I'm pleased I could give you that at least.
I still wait for the other shoe to drop, as they say. For now, all I see are possibilities.
Now they're on Twitter says Morrigan's back.
None
Yay.
of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I
It's
said
your
there was a
girl,
way to match
Morrigan.
the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mythal.
Be careful what you wish for. What? Sounds like fun. How do we do that? Isn't Mythal dead? Sounds like fun.
Really? That sounds quite fun.
Fun? 'Tis an odd notion of fun you have, Inquisitor. Whatever Mythal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on.
Right.
How or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need.
Okay.
I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
Why me? You need me there.
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
We're the
The
offering.
altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, your company would be best.
Wait, there's just the
Imagine
two of
what we
us
will
without
learn,
Inquisition
Inquisitor.
soldiers?
Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this.
I almost died. Like I died like twice already during the boss fight. Okay, we'll go with you. Join Morrigan at the Altar of Mythal. Can we ask her a couple of
The altar
questions
awaits our visit, Inquisitor.
or not?
Everything I have done since leaving Ferelden has led me to this. Think of all we will learn.
Tell me more about you.
I'd like to know more about
We
you.
can ask her a few
If
questions.
you have questions, then ask.
Oh no, okay,
I'll leave you
we've
to the
exhausted
garden.
all of our
Until next time, then.
questions. Let's see. What is this? What is that? That's it. The final piece. Join Morrigan at the Altar of Mythal. Right. And where is this altar? It's over here. Wait, what do we need to do inside the war table? That we... What is it? What is it? Oh. Sorry. You guys are praying. I still keep getting lost here in Skyhold. It's so embarrassing. There you go. We're back. I just want to know what's inside. What do we need to do? Because we have that quest marker there on our mini map, unless it's just some sort of a bug or a thing reminding us that we can that we're almost at the tail end of the game, the base game rather. Ow. Okay, we can read this first. Defeat Marquise Buffon. Inquisitor Marquise Buffon has been killed, along with Lady Legasp and her Venatori allies. Congrats! Thanks to Sister Liliana's scouts, we were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatori still managed to use their magic against the Grey Wardens to significant effect. Sadly. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. Okay, sorry about that. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Clocksack. And we've got destroyed Darkspawn outbreak here. Josephine is still busy at work. I wonder what it is that we can do here, and why is there a quest marker, because we've completed everything else. Oops, sorry. Sorry. That's not it. Maybe it's just reminding us to complete our war table operations. Is that it? Before the end of the game? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's read this. Destroy Darkspawn outbreak. Inquisitor, our investigation of delayed Marquise Buffon's activities explains her sudden interest in illegal mining. The Marquise was searching for ancient artifacts as a secret agent of the Venatori. It is fortunate that we stopped her, but her mining operation has endangered us nevertheless. Darkspawn have begun to emerge from the mines again, not just Herlocks, but ogres as well. Shrek as well. Our Grey Warden allies insist that this force must be destroyed utterly, no matter the cost, lest the innumerable hordes of Darkspawn pour forth from the deep roads to join their brethren. It has been an honor to serve your worship. We await your orders. Lieutenant Suzanne Clocksack. Oh no! I don't want our Grey Wardens to you know... I don't want to lose them, basically. We have sappers who can collapse the tunnels and bring most of the mountains down on the Darkspawn, says Liliana. Colin writes that if we trusted Wardens and nothing else, trust them to kill Darkspawn. They know what to do, so we are going to probably lose all of our Grey Warden allies for that, if we chose that. And Josephine suggests that we cannot leave this threat to the Wardens. We must acquire reinforcements from allies in the area. Sappers, I guess? Yeah, or Josephine. I'll probably assign Josephine to that one. What else can Liliana do? Liliana can probably do this one. Judgment playing to win. Yeah, there we go.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, let's go help Morrigan. We can now go ahead and join Morrigan at the Altar of Mythal. And then after this, we will be ending the stream, and we can complete the base game next stream. And also, after the stream, after the stream, I will be trying to complete all the collectibles in the Deep Roads. But we finally completed the Descent DLC. Oh, I was missing the entire time. I didn't notice. Sorry. Here I am. Hello.
This is the place?
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
All right. This is beautiful. I love it. That must be the altar.
There! Do you see it?
Okay. Let's use it.
'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
I know what this place is.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mythal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Petition
Then
her.
one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere.
Okay, it's just you and
Not to
me, I
worry,
guess.
if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough.
Bye, guys. This is a private moment. Wow, she trusts us too much.
You know who I am. From
You just
high
met.
priest to high priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever
careful
remains,
what you wish
I
for.
invoke your name and your power.
Oh no, she won't like this. Ooh, beautiful sunlight. Oh, it's Mama Dearest.
Mother.
Oh no.
Mother?
Another.
This a surprise.
Oh, this is Mythal.
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving witch.
Calm down, calm down.
Now, that's quite enough of that.
Mommy Dearest.
What have you done to me?
Woot, says Unather
I
on
have done
Twitch.
nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
That's why I told you, be careful
Then
what you
you-
wish for.
Mythal?
You're now bound to the mother that you've always wanted to run away from. You're not even an elf, she is. You're no god. This was a trick?
Then this was all some kind of trick.
I know many tricks, but this is merely...
Unather on Twitch says mummy issues.
I do
Yeah.
not understand.
Morrigan.
How can you be Mythal?
Poor her.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
She's a part of you.
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
She's so dismissive. Girl.
They say you speak the truth.
This is like the worst
But
fate
what
for
was
Morrigan.
Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning.
This is like one of the most
A
pivotal
herald
moments in the
indeed.
game.
Shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age.
Thanks, Mother Flemeth.
As for me, I have had many names.
She's
but
right.
you
Senpai
may
has
call
recognized me.
Flemeth.
We can say I know who Flemeth is, or do we investigate it? We can just say I know who Flemeth is. Do we ask? You're Morrigan's mother?
Then you're Mythal
And now they're on
and
Twitch. Is she
Morrigan's
gonna
mother.
slap her?
As well as a witch who prolongs
Oh,
her
no.
unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Those are the events of
Yet
Dragon
here you
Age
stand,
Origins.
bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
And why stay secret?
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone?
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
I need to understand.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged.
Relax.
Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
It's not time yet. We can say I know who Flemeth is.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal. That's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
Right.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
I would say that her character is very similar to the Daedric Prince Azura in the Elder Scrolls lore. Because, you know, she can get a little bit too enthusiastic and you know, what do you call that? Infringing into the affairs of mortals. That's what I feel. Will you help us? We do
summoned
need
you
help.
because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus.
Okay.
Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do.
Telepathic communication.
Wait!
Mama.
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time.
It's been a long
Imagine my surprise
long
to discover
time.
it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
Huh.
All things
That is
considered,
true, though.
Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
She just changed her mind. Are you alright?
Will you be alright?
I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes.
Great.
All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
All right. We now have an edge. Another on Twitch says, Lamau, well, we warned her. That is true. We definitely did. But what Flemeth, aka Mythal, said before she left, I agree with that. A soul is never forced into the unwilling. For a soul to go and to take over, to join you in your body, in the lore of Dragon Age Inquisition, it's never done to the unwilling. So Flemeth truly welcomed Mythal into herself. Just how, you know, spoiler alert, someone else did. Some elven person did. And also the same with the Spirit of Justice. What is his name again? In Dragon Age 2? The guy who started the entire Mage versus Templar war. Oh no. That's another example of people welcoming souls into their bodies, and sometimes they take over. Rose on Twitch says Egghead. That's his name, Egghead. Anders! Thank you. Rose on Twitch says Anders. That is right, Anders. That guy. He had the Spirit of Justice inside him. He welcomed it because of all the, you know, the atrocities that he had experienced as a mage. I guess this is the end of today's stream. We have come to the very end of the base game. In our next stream, we will tackle the final quest of the base game. So what I plan to do is the days before the our next stream, I shall tackle the remaining Martable operations off stream, so that we can complete them, and then maybe I can take a screenshot and post them on social media. You know, like the results of each of the War Table operations, and also we shall go back to the Deep Roads off stream in order to complete the collectibles there, and the gears and the gates and all that. But yeah, our next stream on Wednesday night, which would be Thursday morning or afternoon for people who live in Asia, I guess. We will be doing the final quest of the game, the final battle with Corypheus, and we'll be ending the base game, and hopefully we'll have time to start the final DLC of Dragon Age Inquisition, which is entitled Trespasser. And yeah, hopefully by the end of next week we can complete the entire game, DAI game. Another on Twitch says, so next stream Corypheus will be wrecked. That is correct. We shall wreck Corypheus. Finally, because it's been an entire year since we started playing this game. So we really have to go and wreck him, show him everything that we've got, and of course call on our allies as well. Again, thank you so much for staying here, for keeping us company and tuning in to our broadcast. I will see you again soon, very soon, Wednesday night or Thursday morning or afternoon if you live in Asia. Until next time, take care and good night and goodbye.